Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How you doing today? How's your mommy? How's your daddy? How's everything? My name is Chef Bongs, and this is Dig with D, where we dive into interesting stories. We get real. We go deep into different stories that concerns culture, concerns life, concerns every single thing. And today is not an exception. We are here with a wonderful guest. We have a wonderful guest on set today. And I had to go, because this is Dignity, I had to go and search about him. Now, there's going to be a little here and there because he's my boss. But today, I am hosting him. I am going to ask him questions like I don't know him. Okay, so I went to ChatGPT and I asked, who is Patrick Dominic? And very interestingly, ChatGPT gave me some things about him. So I'm going to read it. It says, Patrick Dominic is a seasoned scriptwriter and director who is known for his work in popular TV series Jennifer Diary, The Johnsons, and he has worked with Blue House Production. He is a multifaceted creative from Calabar, Nigeria, renowned for his storytelling prowess across various mediums. Author of two e-novella, The Lagos Hustle and A Date and a Half, and has published over 200 stories on his social media platform. He's a founder of a No Phones Hangout, a platform that encourages people to bond together without the distraction of devices, promoting genuine human connection. He's a humanitarian and a mental health advocate. He has volunteered in different charity events and organization, building a safe haven for children. He is the founder of the Lighthouse Hub Production, a group of literal gods who have come together and have staged well over 7 plays in the last 2 years. Plus, he's a father of one beautiful girl and a mother and a husband to one wife. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Patrick Dominic.
My fans.
Welcome, sir.
Thank
Now,
you
it
very
is
much.
interesting to know that ChatGPT had a lot of this to say about you, though the last part was also added by a few of our team members. So, just tell us a little about yourself, other than what ChatGPT has told us.
I like food.
Okay.
I like good food.
Okay.
And I think ChatGPT had said almost everything.
Okay.
I didn't start out as a scriptwriter. I started
Okay.
as a rapper.
Wow.
I used
Beautiful.
to rap. Not with music.
Okay. So we hope to get a rap somewhere in between the show.
Let's see how that goes.
Okay. Welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Welcome. So, like I said, he's my boss. But for today on Dig with D, I will be the host of the show, and I'm going to ask him questions from you guys, from the viewers, and from everyone. So today, sir, we're talking about creativity, creatives, and the life of creatives. You know, we have so many creatives, both young and old, successful and unsuccessful, and it has been proven that you, sir, are quite a very successful creative in your right, especially when it comes to Calabar and Cross River State as a large. Okay, so, sir, we're going to ask you, tell us your journey so far. How has it been starting out as a creative? What inspired? What was your inspiration? At what point did you be like, let's say not creative I could be. So what's your story like?
I think I've told this story over and over again.
Okay.
And I tell anyone who cares to listen that my driving force was hunger.
Oh.
Saying people have passion. No, it had nothing to do with passion for me.
Okay.
You know, in 2012 when I finished school, then looked for a job for like 1 year plus, couldn't get any. And then somebody stumbled into something I had written some years ago.
Okay.
And she was like, "You're a very good writer now. Why don't you put your works out there on Facebook?" And I'm like, okay. You know, like when I started, there was nobody. I posted my stories for like 6 months. I did not get like a single like.
Wow.
Not even from the person that encouraged me to put my stories.
Wow.
But there was this sense of fulfillment that I felt each time I posted that story. So, and there's something about consistency with me. Once I start something, I don't know how to stop
Okay.
And so I started getting people who now paid attention to these things I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first gig I ever got was 35,000 naira to write the book.
Oh,
You see,
beautiful.
to write the book back then in 2013 for 35,000. He
For
paid
Facebook.
he paid 30, see remaining 5,000.
That's crazy though. Okay, so we know that you have a theater production, yeah, Delight House Hub Productions,
Theater and film production.
theater and film. Okay, and there's some talk in the air that you've done 7 productions. Not talk; it is confirmed that you've done 7 productions,
That we
and
have.
that Delight House. Okay, so not you,
Yeah.
the company has.
Yeah.
Now, some people feel that you're doing too much, that you should calm down. What is your response? Like, some people feel that this is they are tired, or what is your response to them?
They should continue feeling that way.
Okay,
The thing is, we've not even started. Basically, this
right,
is just the tip of the iceberg. There is that the time will come where we'll do an event every Sunday of a particular month.
right,
Yes, because the theatrical space is not good to keep people waiting for long.
waiting for long.
So we have not started yet. The reason people are angry is because we're doing the right thing. Nobody is ever angry at people who do nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
So I think it's because we're going in the right direction. We
Okay,
need more haters. Your haters will announce you faster than people who love you.
that's true, because
Yes.
family self might not
No, no,
even
no, no, no.
family don't.
Yes, this is public. I mean, my family members use at my place.
Right,
Now keep it beg. We
yeah,
have seen him all our lives, but haters will come there because they have a point to prove. They
okay.
want to come and see. Hey, so by the time they go, if you don't even sweet self, they tell somebody, just say, let me go and watch
Let
it
me
the next
go and
time.
watch. Let me
So
see
they
if
give
it
you
was
new
not
fans. So you
sweet.
need more haters than friends in your life.
Yes. Now, still talking about these haters matter. There is this round also going in the air that your plays are basic stories. That they are just stories that are just cheap,
Yeah.
very basic stories, everyday stories. There's no much twist. There's no. So I don't know. I'd like you to also buttress on that.
Life is basic. Do you
You
understand?
know, to complicate
Life is
like
not
that.
that complicated. It
Yeah.
depends on what you choose to complicate. And besides, I've always said that basic stories, simple stories always do it for me.
Okay.
And then I will not tell complicated stage stories to people who are not really sound,
Mm.
to people who do not understand stage business.
Mhm.
So your crowd also determines the kind of stories that you tell.
Okay.
Let the same people go and watch the Johnsons. Let them go and watch Jennifer's Diaries. Let them go
Yeah.
and watch the Counselor that I did for
Mm.
Zoe Production.
Okay.
Let them go and watch the film I did for Charles and OJ. Let them go and watch the movies that I am currently doing. So when they go and watch the movie, let them come back to me and
Mm.
ask those questions. Basically, people, like I said, people always talk. My
People always
stories are
talk.
really basic. In
Yeah.
fact, my stories are so how did I say this thing? The opposite of suspense is what?
On suspense.
My stories are so predictable.
Yeah,
You can
predictable.
predict it. So that's what I want people to do. Come and
Yes.
predict it and enjoy. But in 7 times that we have done our stories,
Okay.
it's very hard for anybody to know the end of our story.
Oh, okay.
We have a track record of keeping people sitting down from beginning to the end.
Mm.
Still have the whole field even when the light goes off.
Okay.
So you don't do 7 basic stories and get that kind of crowd by
Crowd.
doing rubbish.
Exactly.
You understand? So there are people who like basic things. So the stories we do
Simple
are for
things.
basic people.
Okay.
If the people want to watch something horrible,
Mm.
let them look at their lives in the mirror.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, so I'm still going to go in that light. True. Yes. Now there is also a round. I dig with D has to do with what people say. We
Yeah.
bring it to our guests so that they can clear the air and also make them understand a few things. So there is also a round in the air that you pick unprofessional people, people that don't have any standing in theater, people that don't know they don't know the nitty gritty, they don't know the theory of theater, and you pick them on stage, and some of them are doing jargons. And I mean, there's also one time we saw a critic on Facebook that actually wrote about a particular play that was done by Delight House Production, and they said that it is a bunch of unprofessional people that are going to stage a play, that they do not have a right to stage the play. you know, I need you to understand. Is there a principle to staging a play?
I think basically I'll keep picking those people.
Okay, the unprofessional people.
Yeah, the unprofessional. I don't like professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they feel like they know everything, basically.
Man.
So if unprofessional people have done 7 successful plays, I don't think we need professional people to do anything. I even the Bible says he qualifies those that he calls, basically.
Yeah.
So if we keep looking at those that went to study theater arts for 4 years or 5 years as the professionals, the fact that you graduated with the 2-1 in theater art does not even make you professional.
Okay.
We know that schools is there anything
You sort your way in.
so
Yeah.
I think people don't really understand what the lighthouse is or what it stands for. Basically, our job that God has given us is to pick people and make them better. It's okay for somebody to say, I came, we picked a bunch of people who did not know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But God so help us, we have done that thing 7 times. We have lit up that stage 7 times.
7 times.
But people are so proud of us that they tell us that the reason we enjoy your play is that we come there and we see different faces.
Okay.
Do you understand? And maybe because we don't give people 1 year probation before you climb on stage, maybe we give opportunities to people anyhow. So maybe it hurts a lot of people. Listen, there are so many people who wish they were doing the things that we're doing.
Okay.
There are so many people. You don't get 2,000 people come to watch a play because it is being staged by mediocres.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You have professionals. Some people stage with professionals with very whack stories.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think our driving force has always been our story.
Okay.
We always have a strong story, and the so-called unprofessionals always bring their A game. The so-called unprofessional make the audience cry. The so-called unprofessional make the audience laugh. The so-called unprofessional make the audience emotional. So let's continue with unprofessional people. Like me, if I'm not professional.
Really, not professional, but we know about Jennifer's Diary and Johnson's.
The thing is, I'm not the kind of person who comes online and blows trumpet and talks about the millions of things I've done. So my parents were shocked when they realized that I wrote
Jennifer's
an episode
Diary.
on the Johnsons and Jennifer's Diary.
Okay.
Because I don't come to publicize those kind of things. But I don't like when people respect me for the things I have done.
Okay.
I like people to respect me for who
yourself,
I am and not for what I've accumulated.
Yeah.
That's why you see me before you call me boss, I've already hailed you twice.
Yeah.
Because let's take away the things I have done. We used to respect me if I did not achieve any of those things.
That's true.
So yeah, unprofessional people. I think I need a polo with that.
With that, okay, so we have
professional talents.
Professional talent, right? Okay, so I'm still going to ask you here. Still in this light, I mean, there were a lot of questions here about that some of your plays. I mean, the 7 plays that have been done has been stereotypic. From we always have. We know there will be dance. We know there will be spoken word. We know there will be song and then act. People are tired of it. People are like, let's see something different. Is that something going to be different from the usual dance? Oh, I saw someone write something one time, and he wrote that you would always know that there's going to be dance, song, spoken word, and then the act. And then it's something that he personally is tired of, for privacy reasons. I'll not mention the guy's name. So for himself, he's tired of it, and it seems like we don't have any other thing else to offer. The Lighthouse doesn't have any other thing else to offer than that. So what is your response to that?
There have been like 800 American movies where somebody stops a car and says, "Stop! It's the police.
Okay.
Get out of the car."
Okay.
Have you seen things like that?
Yes.
It has happened for more than 1 million
Yeah,
movies.
a lot of time.
There's also something that you know that at the end of the day, when the bad man has been trying to kill the actor, finally catches the actor, instead of him to kill the actor immediately, he will stand there and stand
drop
up.
his weapons.
That's you. I told you I was going to get you, and then somehow the actor maneuvers and kills the this. There have been those kind of stories. The person should realize that I'm not doing any stage play for him. He's not my audience. And in fact, anybody who complains about these things is actually not my audience. Basically, yes, we do dance, we do music, but we don't repeat the same dance.
Yeah.
We don't repeat the same music.
Okay.
We don't repeat the same spoken word. Nobody would say they have come to our place before and seen us do the same thing.
Same thing.
You just see the same acts, and that's what acting is all about. The same acts, but different things.
Yeah.
So basically, And like I said at the beginning, most people come there to just criticize something.
Right.
There are people who come to our place because there is dance, there is music. In fact, somebody met after Boundless Love, I got one of the longest hug I've ever gotten. And it came from a guy, you know. And the guy was so impressed about how we managed to package all this stuff. There are people who have been in our place from the first one to the seventh one.
Yeah.
Those are the people that we do as stage plays for. Like I said, those people it's very okay for them to criticize.
Okay.
But for me, I don't criticize publicly what I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I watch certain movies that I don't like them. I don't come online to do reviews about those films.
Okay.
This is my craft, this is what I do. I know that it will hurt if I come online and see somebody say those kind of things about me.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody has a problem with the kind of things that we do, you come and meet me and tell me. So anybody who publicly criticizes me does not like me. If you come and criticize my craft online, knowing full well that you have maybe a small relationship with me, but your intention is not to make me do better. The intention is to make people look at me
in a different way.
But there's a reputation I built that I thank God for.
Okay.
People just talk behind my back. They never say it in front of me.
Right.
They never. Because they know me. I will give it to you in full. And it's not like I abuse you, but I will tell you things that you. Most of these people who criticize you have never done anything tangible.
Actually.
Nothing. Go to their wall. The only thing they share is Pastor Obigee. They have not done anything tangible in their life. So you don't take criticism from people who have not done anything.
Okay. Okay. So how do you measure the success of every play? So I know you've done the Lighthouse production has done Masquerade Returns, Love is a Miracle, I Am Judas, November 1990, November 1992, and then Boundless Love. At the end of every play, how do you sit down and measure the success of the play? Is it when there is a massive turnout? Is it when the act itself goes right? How do you measure a play success?
I think mostly has to do with feedbacks.
Okay.
When you get good audience feedbacks. And yes, you know that you're growing when your audience also grows.
Okay.
You know that there is a confidence that the actors get when they come on stage and see the crowd. You know, they want to do better. And you've been with us for quite some time, and you've seen that there's been a steady rise in our audience.
Yeah.
And for every play that we stage, we always have like 200 persons who have never seen us before. We always have new persons coming to watch us. One of the fulfillments for our last play, Boundless Love, was the fact that people have been talking about it till date. It was used as a message in church.
Okay.
I think for us is that it transforms people to be better.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can stage a play, but it takes intentional people to stage plays that change lives.
Right.
And for me, when I see that people are fulfilled, people are happy and transformed, that is it for me. That's the fulfillment I get. The plan that God has for us is quite different. Basically, our plan is that through theater we can actually draw men to Him. I think people have not understood that part about us.
Okay.
That's why they are judging us for certain things. That they don't know that yes, we might not preach on the pulpit as pastors, but our job is also to draw men. I'm happy that none of them has met me and say, "Can't you change and diversify to secular?"
Yeah.
I'm happy that none of them has met me for that. So the idea, the satisfaction we get is that people's lives are transformed. Yes, we look forward to getting more audience, more sold out crowd, but for now, that's the joy that we do, right? And yes, we are also concerned about the acts that our actors do well on stage. We've had instances where we had actors who do not do well.
Okay.
But ours is not to condemn and kill them, it's just to make them better for the next day.
Right. Okay, so judging from what you said just now, I'd like to ask, have you ever had to compromise your standard or your art because of the craft? Is there any time that you've had to do some compromising stuff just for the sake of your creativity or your
stage?
art? No, not stage. Generally, as a creative.
Yes, so I used to write erotic stories.
Okay.
My early days. I used to have money that time. Until God arrested me. I used to write really erotic stories for an online platform back then. I think they used to pay me about $150K every week. you know. Yeah, back then you see people say, I like this guy's stories.
Every week?
Yes, I masturbate to your stories. And so nobody actually advised me to stop it. It's just the comments that I see from the stories about how people say they use these skills to get this particular woman. And when they read my stories, they feel like masturbating. When they read my stories, I'm like, oh God. And I was still very active in church at the time. In fact, I was youth president in my church.
Either.
You know, the youth president that writes erotic stories. You know, and then at some point, I came to a moment of realization that no, this is not what God wants to do. And when I left that platform, the people almost killed me because my stories was up there. Like it was rated 18, and I had 5 stars almost on a daily basis because that's when you know that when they say that Nigeria is one of the highest people who watch pornography, believe it.
Right.
And who are the ones that watch it? Christians, but nobody has said that they watch pornography. You understand? So yes, I have had to compromise, and it was down to my quest for money.
Okay.
But now we thank God that although we might not be
100%.
wealthy, but we're okay.
So that is before.
Yeah.
So now I know that temptations still rise on a daily basis. So how are you able to? What is this thing you look at? I know people say God, but honestly, sometimes some people really don't even care about God like that. So, like, what is this thing you look at that when these kind of offers come? You know, for the budding writers that are out there that are still trying to find their feet and everything, what is this thing that you look at and you're like, nah, let me not accept it, or let me not do?
I look at what Daniel would think if Daniel sees a movie written by me and it's filled with sex scenes from me here.
Okay.
What more do I have to tell Daniel that Daniel, this thing you're doing is wrong? I have people God has given to me to eat. And there's something that entered my head, and it said that do not eat the sheep I have given you to lead.
Okay.
By that it means that don't lead the people that are giving you to lead astray. So if I start doing all the wrong things, I have no say over whatever you people do.
Everybody else.
Do you understand? There's something I can look at people's. Most persons in the lighthouse do not post certain kind of statuses because they know that I'm going to see it.
Yes.
And if I see it, I'll tell them to bring it down.
Okay.
You know, so some persons even block me from seeing it. the thing is, I like that you respect me enough to block me from seeing it. It shows that you know that what you're doing is wrong. Do you get? So sometimes one of the things that make me not to do those kind of things are the people that I am leading and the thing that I've been called to do. It's not like I don't write movies that people kiss themselves. No, I do. But when it gets to sexualizing certain things, I don't do that. The temptation is there, the money is there, but it's just not my thing. It's the fact that you're a child of God does not take away your talent. As I did, if I want to write erotic stories for you people, we will all do this podcast with an erection. But the gift of God is very important.
Yes.
God gives you whatever you choose to give it. Listen, but I think that the fact that I lead people who are committed to me, and then that just sees it, and then my conviction, and then there's thank God. I can't put God aside.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to ask you. We're going to come to the creative community in Calabar and Cross River State at large. I think before now, the state of art theater in Cross River was not very, as compared to other places like Lagos, Abuja. But so what do you say is the state right now of theater in Calabar? Because I know we have AGN. We now have AGN here, and honestly, let's even leave that. Let's not carry our shovel that way. Let's come back. So I'm going to ask, what is the state of theater in Calabar?
Does it have a state?
But at least there's the lighthouse.
I think if I say this, and you sound like we're bragging.
Okay.
But I think that for stage outside theater department, the lighthouse has really tried.
Yeah.
We've shown people that stage can still be done and done differently.
Right.
Yeah, we've been consistent. Doing 2 stage plays every year. It's not been now with the kind of quality, light and sound that we put to
Right.
this thing. So when you see the state of stage, I think it could be better, and we're still doing our best. That's why I said that very soon we will introduce this parlor theater where we'll stage at least 4 times in a month. Just use 1 month and stage all through this Sunday. So we're doing our best to make sure that it improves. It can get better, but right now it's still. And for AGM, please don't put me inside trouble.
Okay.
No comments.
No comments at all. I'm going to ask 2 more questions here.
Okay.
We saw a video that went viral of using this popular No Turning Back by Gaze Baba and Lawrence Oyo, where you said that you're rehearsing for another play. And you just finished Boundless Love, for crying out loud, and we already seen sometime in October. I don't know. Is this something we should anticipate?
If you have never anticipated anything from us, then this is one that you should
anticipate. All right.
This is like we always say after our previous play, like this is going to be the mothers of all plays.
Yeah.
If you notice, Boundless Love has shut down all the plays that we have done. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. So sometime in October, I feel it in my bones that it's going to open the doors that we've been craving and waiting for. We're going to be doing something different. The critics can come and see.
No, they always come.
We will have dance, drama,
spoken
music,
word.
spoken word, unspoken word,
and a basic story.
We will have it. We will have it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that they can come and watch this particular one because we need that criticism.
Okay, so we expect sometime in October.
Sometime in
October. Right. Okay, so the final question I'm going to ask: how do you deal with collaborations, with sponsorships in your stage plays? I mean, have you been having a steady rise of sponsorship from people, from companies?
From what?
Oh, God damn it.
I think more of collaborations, like with Delfaro Productions, with my friend that does sound, Mr. Paul, with Chef Bongs.
Oh, right.
With that guy that used to record, what's his name, video? Is it Obigee?
Obigee.
Yeah.
Obigee.
Borderless Dance Studio.
Yeah.
So I think I've had more of collaboration with friends than with sponsors.
Okay.
I think people have still not seen the need for the reason sponsors. And I'm not, when God gave us the vision, He did not give me with a sponsor by the side. So that means He has already sponsored the vision.
Right.
So when He's ready for us to have a sponsor, He will bring it. If we stop now, He may negotiate. So right now we don't have sponsors, but hopefully.
I'm very sure that someone watching this podcast can say,
come and support the work of God.
Like, 1 million for sometime in October.
That will go a long way.
Yeah.
That will go a long way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick Dominic, for gracing us with your presence. Thank you, my lovely viewers, for watching. This is Dig with D. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have platforms on Facebook and Instagram and on TikTok. The handles will be appeared on the screen. And also, Mr. Patrick Dominic, his Facebook page, his Instagram page, and the Lighthouse Productions YouTube channel will also be displayed on the screen. Do well to subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, and
criticize.
Criticize as much as you want, whatever you want, jabs, whatever trades, and we are ready and always ready to answer with another play in sometime in November or sometime in October.
A very annoying play.
Oh, okay. So we await the script. So thank you very much, and until we come your way next week, my name is Chef Bongs.